It's Linnell. I am on Freedom of the Seas, and today is a port day. And thought I'd come to you live. I was planning to show you what perfect day at Coco Cay looks like. However, it's overcast and it started to rain. It may pass, but I don't want to walk around in the rain. And so, if it does pass, I will be okay. But um, I don't want to try again later because I already have plans for the rest of the day. But I will be on here for two more sailings, and they're all going to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So we'll get another chance to go see Perfect Day at Coco Cay. In the meantime, I thought I'd still go ahead and go live. And since I already had this time set aside to show you Perfect Day at Coco Cay, I'll give you a peek because it looks like the rain has paused for a moment. But I'm still not going out there and walk around in the rain because if it comes down again, I ain't really about that life. So yeah, we're gonna postpone the Perfect Day at Coco Cay video, and I'll give you a sneak peek of what it looks like if I can see it from the ship. But if anyone's interested in seeing Freedom of the Seas and see what the ship looks like on a port day when there's hardly not that many people here, I'll show you. I'll get started. If you already said hello in the comments, I'm just kind of waiting for more people to come in, and also for the start of this video, in case people are watching it on the replay, to be able to show some content. So I'll say hi in a minute. So before I do that, let me show you a little bit of what's on the ship, and then I'll go to the comments. So if you have any questions for me or about Freedom of the Seas, I do have some of the prices of the things that are out there on Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So I'll try and share some of those if you're interested. But for right now, let me go show you what's happening. And I have my bathing suit on because I was planning on going to get in the water, but it ain't gonna happen. I also have my beach bag, so that's what you see on my shoulder. But let me show you where I'm at right now, which is so this area is the Crown Lounge. So once you get to, is it platinum or diamond? I think it's diamond. Once you get to diamond status, you'll be able to go in that lounge. And this is the patio area for the Crown Lounge. When I got up this morning, I'm trying to get used to a new camera, so if it looks freaky, like what the heck is she doing? I have a DJI mobile to hold my cell phone so it doesn't look like I got Parkinson's disease when I walk. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. If you are just coming in, I'm just getting started, and you haven't missed anything yet. Well, except the inside of the Crown Lounge. I just came out of there, but you can rewind if you want to see what that looks like. But I am on Freedom of the Seas. I was planning to show a live tour of what Perfect Day at Coco Cay looks like. I don't know if you can tell, but it is raining right now. It's drizzling. It's pretty light, but it's still drizzling. And I'm being careful going down the stairs because it's wet. The kind of material that they have on the ship is kind of, because it's outside, they expect rain, so it's not really, you probably can't see that it's wet, but it is wet. And let me get up out of here. Hopefully you can hear me really good. I have my, what is this? I can't get out. Oh. Okay. So they didn't do a very good job of this. Let me see. To get in here, all you gotta do is lift this up. Anybody can go in there. To get in from the inside, you actually have to have your key card. Okay, so it's diamond and up. And I'm gonna answer questions in just a moment, but since it is raining, it's drizzling, and you can see the clouds. Hopefully they'll pass for the people who are, I did find out this is a 3-day cruise. So we're only on here for 2.5 days. So yesterday was a half day. Today we're here at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and then tomorrow we go to Nassau, and then we go back to Miami. But I'm on here for 3 sailings, so I am on here for 10 days. Someone was asking yesterday, they were saying that they were getting on Freedom of the Seas on August 11th. I will be getting off on August 11th and going to another ship over in a different port tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But this is what Perfect Day at Coco Cay looks like from this vantage point. I'll try to point out, it's been a while, almost a year since I've been here before. I don't know if I can remember everything, but I'll try and point out what I do remember. This spot here in the middle where you see this tower, that is a water thrill park, I think they call it. Thrill water park, something like that. And it is $142 to go in there, get on those slides and everything. This balloon here, hot air balloon, it goes up. We might be able to see it. It's gonna go up. I think it holds up to 30 people in that hot air balloon. Goes up so you can get an aerial view. And I don't know if it stays up for a while and then goes back down, but it's $142 per person. I think, if I recall correctly, I might, if you've been to Perfect Day at Coco Cay and you know this, then correct me. Once I actually get more info, I'll probably make another video on it. But I think everything on this side is pretty much included. I do recall this area right here, this beach area here, when I came here on my first free cruise. I came here with my sister, and that's where we pretty much hung out. In this area here, there's a pool area that you can't really see, it's hidden behind the trees, and then this little lagoon area. Those are all really fun. Again, it's included in just going to the island itself. No big deal. There's a bunch of excursions you can do. There's swimming with the pigs. There's some canoes you can do. A whole bunch of things that you can do as far as excursions. Now, I don't know if they take you on a little boat and take you somewhere else, or if they do those they actually do those here, but that is what they do. I'm gonna walk around to the other side in a moment so you can see it is a pretty long walk. They do have some trolleys for people who have mobility issues. They do have, I recall they had some wheelchairs out there. Oh, that's a nice little spot right there to sit. I don't know if I can point it out on here. Yeah, that's a nice little spot. Hardly nobody's over there. Some of these beach chairs, nope, I might be mixing it up. I was gonna say some of them are free and some of them you have to pay for, but no, I might be mixing it up with another park, so I don't want to say that. I know for sure these cabanas, and some of the ones that have the umbrellas, I know for sure you have to pay for them. When I looked them up, oh my gosh, the prices are, let's just say they're outside of my budget. How about that? Let's just say that. This area here is an area designated for housing for the people who actually live on this island. So easy access for them to be able to get to their living quarters. And then there is another area over here that you can pay for. That's a private area. Let me try and get away from this music. I'm gonna walk to the other side so you can see how far this walk is. There's not hardly anybody on the ship. Just about everybody has gotten off of the ship. And I think they're going to have a good day. Like I said, when I got off, it was raining. It's slowing down now. It's still drizzling a little bit. I don't know if you can tell on here or not. This is not a really good vantage point. Next door to me is Oasis of the Seas. I'm going to see if I can go to maybe the Lido deck and get a better view. While I'm doing that, let me see if I can read some comments and answer some questions. If you're just getting here, hey, it's Linnell. I am on Freedom of the Seas. Today is a port day. I was planning to do a live video from Perfect Day at Coco Cay, but today is not a perfect day. Today is a very overcast day, and so I thought I'd still go live, answer any questions anybody might have, and also show what the ship looks like. Just do a tour. of when the ship is at port. If you are one of the people who want to just enjoy the ship with not a lot of people, you can see what's happening, what's going on the ship when it's at port. And eventually that will be me, because I will have gone to Perfect Day at Coco Cay so much. And I'm going to answer some questions in just a moment. Let me see if I can get to a good spot. Let me out. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Live from Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. We are here in Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And I'm just trying to find a good spot to show you what it looks like. What a vast difference from yesterday. If you were on the live yesterday, you saw how many kids were out here and playing in this play area. And now, what do we have? One? One little toddler whose mom says she is not getting off this ship. Let me go down there. I think if I look from over this way, you'll be able to see better what it looks like. So I'm going to go down one flight of stairs. I'm going to say hello and read your comments and questions in just a moment. But I don't want to do that while I'm walking. Safety first. So far, I'm having a really good time on this ship. It's only been a half a day. After I did the live, what did I do? I went and ate lunch. No, I went to do the muster station first. Then I went and ate lunch over at the Lido. And I went and did a cabin tour and went through my luggage again. Oh, I didn't notice this thing before. Did a video about what's in my luggage now. And then I went to dinner. And dinner was super good. And then I went to, I kind of cleaned up my cabinet, unpacked and everything. And then I went to the ice skating show, which was phenomenal. If I haven't said it enough, I love Royal Caribbean shows. All right, so let's see if this camera will let me do it. This is where we get off the ship. You can see, nope, it won't let me do it. You can see the hot tubs on both ships over there, over the sides of the ship. So if you want a little drama, if you're afraid of heights, stay away from those hot tubs. There's some others, but yeah, looks like Oasis is barely bigger, just barely bigger than Freedom. But yeah, so we get off down here on the rear. That's the front of the ship. The rear of the ship, we get off probably a little bit right under where I'm at. And then there's this long walkway. All right, camera. I'm on, if you didn't hear me say it before, I'm on this DJI mobile and I'm trying to use this phone. But yeah, it's a long walkway. And you see this trolley here, right there. For people with mobility issues, you can just wait for that trolley. It'll bring you out there and bring you back. And I was hoping I'd get a better vantage point of the actual walkway. I don't want to get off the ship because if I do, they're going to make me turn the camera off. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But then if they make me turn the camera off, it'll stop the live. But yeah, so again, if you're just coming in, I'm going to check the comments if anyone is interested in seeing a live tour of Freedom of the Seas, which is not exciting because we're on a port day, so there's not going to be much going on. But, I mean, that might give you a better idea of what to expect when you're on the ship and it's a port day. I just noticed the slide, too, overhangs. So this area here, is it the right spot? That area there is the Crown Lounge, the area that I talk about that looks like a crown on Royal Caribbean ships. And then you can see the water slide overhangs over the side also. Nope, I said that wrong. What is that? Nope, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I'm turned around. What is that? I'm at the back of the ship. I can't tell what that is. Don't quote me on that. I might have lied. Oh yeah, I did lie because look, I'm right up under the crown. There's the crown right there. All right, before I go and head out, let me see what comments are. See if you even want to see that or if people want to see something different. Let me see what your comments say. Here we go. Let me find a good spot to go. Give you a better view. The most of the things that I saw as far as the extras, I'm gonna just round to $100. Some of the things are like way more than that. That like the cabanas that hold like 5 people are like $3, $4, $5,000. Yeah, that's not a good spot either. Oh, you know what? That's probably the dining room, the Windjammer, which that might be a good spot to go and sit and read the comments before I walk away and show you what everything looks like on the ship. Freedom of the Seas. Yeah, and then after I left the what's the thing called? The ice skating show. I was beat. I went back in the cabin. I answered some questions and comments on YouTube. And then I called it a night. Open up, let me in. So I'm on deck 13, I think. Am I 13? Nope, 12. And one deck down is the Windjammer. I think that'll be a good spot for me to sit. They have a lot of good, interesting decorations on this ship too. Actually, they probably got the Windjammer closed right now. They close at 30 minutes between breakfast and lunch. It is closed. Nope, it's open. I lied. Oh, so while I'm walking, I'll tell you, one of the things that I was pleasantly surprised about, I hadn't been on a Royal Caribbean ship in a while. Was it February, the last time I was on one? And at that time I was Diamond, now I'm Diamond Plus. Listen, these perks, competition, y'all better watch out. with Diamond Plus, I get 2 days of internet, which means I didn't need internet yesterday until last night, because when I first got on, I was still in Miami, and then I did all my stuff in the cabin, so I didn't need Wi-Fi at all. And then I didn't need Wi-Fi until it was time for me to go check YouTube messages. So that's when I turned my Wi-Fi on, which means I got Wi-Fi all the way today until about 9 p.m.-ish. And I probably won't need it tomorrow in the Bahamas, but I can get another day. So yeah, I get 2 free days of Wi-Fi. But it would be different, of course, if it was a 7-day cruise, right? So, but for a 3-day cruise, I'm covered. Also, I get 5 free drinks per day, which means on all Royal Caribbean ships, I will no longer need to buy a bottled water, and I won't even need to use my Life Straw that I just bought. So that is something that I was surprisingly happy about. I did not realize that I got so many. I probably should have known that, but being so busy in these cruise streets. I hope you can still hear me. The music is blasting, which it should be. It's the dining room, right? I don't think I'll get a copyright strike. Maybe I will, but I don't think so because it's a live. I think they're more lenient on lives. We shall see. If so, I'll go back and edit the video, or it'll just be for us who are here now, and then we'll take it down later. But okay, here's a good spot where I can sit. And as you can see, still quite a few people on here having a late breakfast. I'm gonna guess that most of these people haven't gotten off the ship at all. And I did see my new friends Raquel and Andrew. I saw them, the ones who were on the live yesterday. I saw them in the Crown Lounge this morning. So we kind of ate breakfast together and got to know each other. So if they're watching this one, hey friends. All right, so this is a view of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. If you're just coming in, hello, welcome. I was planning to do a walk um, live of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Looks like the rain has stopped, but when I first went, it was raining, and I ain't trying to get walk around in the rain. And it was, I have some pictures. It's trying to troll me right now. Actually, you can't see it, but up in that area, the clouds are gray. This area, it looks like a perfect day, don't it? But yeah, it was raining, and then it went down to a drizzle. But I figure I'm gonna be here another two more cruises, and then I jump on some more Royal Caribbean cruises. So I got plenty of time to come back on an actual perfect day at Coco Cay to do a real live. So if that's what you came for, apologies. I didn't want to do that. So here on Freedom of the Seas, next door to us is Oasis of the Seas is parked right next to us. And what I'm going to do now is just answer any comments or questions, well, any questions that anybody might have. And then if anyone's interested, I will walk around the ship to show you what it looks like when no one's off, when no one's on the ship. Well, when there's barely anyone on the ship. So to make it speed up, I'm just going to say hello. Thank you all who already said hello. Welcome. I appreciate you. Rhapsody of the Seas, August 24th. I think I have a cruise booked for Rhapsody, but it's not August 24th. So I hope you enjoy your cruise. Hello, hey Miss Wanda. Hi from Colorado. Hello. Hi, Manuel. Welcome. Michelle. Beth. Hello, Janet. Jordan. Diane. Sylvia. Thank you. Hi, Annie. Hi Keisha, welcome. Taylor's Pride, welcome. Hello, Solo Lady Traveler. I don't know if it has been amplified. I believe so, Ronald, because of what I've seen of the water slide and the elevator buttons. They're not the old traditional ones, they're upgraded, so I think so. But I haven't seen hardly any of the ship. I was surprised how much we really liked Coco Cay. The food setup was great. Yeah, I do remember that. How they have the food set up. If you haven't been here before, let me see if I can point it out. I want to say, I might be wrong. As soon as you get off the ship and you come down here, just about everything on this side is included. There's a little area for the kids to play on this little pirate ship. Where is it? This little pirate ship right there. It's what do you call it? I don't know if it has slides, but it has a lot of water activities on it. And I want to say this area here, where you see that's covered, if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while since I've been there, but it's really cool. It has, if that's what I'm thinking it is, a spot where you can, all the food is included. Normally it's the same food that's on the ship, but they have barbecue and hot dogs and hamburgers and tacos and all the toppings, all that good stuff. And then there's another spot here where you see the blue. The guy, when I was there last, I call him Jack Sparrow. It was a guy dressed up like a pirate, and he was doing some singing. And you can see a lot of people are just having a really good time over here in the lagoon, the free swimming area. So yeah, it's a really nice place to hang out. All right, let's go back to this. Um, Simply AJ, hello. Hi, she roams free. Oh, Demetrius. Demet. I'm saying your name wrong. Forgive me, girlfriend. She roams free. If you are looking for content about traveling abroad, Philly in the brain, Phil and his wife. Am I saying your name right, Demetrius? I know I'm saying it wrong. Demisha. She roams free. She talks about how she is has escaped the corporate 9 to 5 and is doing her thing. So if you want another channel to check out, she roams free, roams with a Z on it. That is her channel, and she is one of my new travel buddies in the Grounded Life Retirement Jumpstart Travel Group. Hello, Mama Mo. Thank you. Hi, pretty Indy. Thank you. um, Good morning, Cece. The picture looks good with the new setup. Oh, good. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Miss Wanda. I love me. Traveling and saving chief. Jet skis are not included over there. Yeah, I don't think jet skis are included on any of the. Why is this thing not going where I want it to go? It's looking more further up. Go down some. I'm still learning with my new toy. I think I can manually adjust the phone too. Um, but I don't want to break it. Yeah, I don't think jet skis are ever included in the cruise for Royal, and I can only speak to Royal and Carnival. I don't know about the rest of them. Um, no, I don't have a microphone. I'm just using my cell phone. So hopefully you can hear me better now that I'm sitting still. Let me scroll. If it's still distorted, let me know if you can't really hear me that good. Good morning from the PNW. I don't know what that is, but hello, Kelly. Welcome. How long is my average cruise? Probably 7 days. I really don't. When I'm looking for a free cruise, I'm usually looking for 7 days and higher. Sometimes they don't have them, so I'm at the demise of these. I think this is my second free 3 day that I've been on. I do have some free 3 days, but hey, they pop up. I'm jumping on. But hey, if I get a cruise and it's $150 for a 7 day versus a cruise $150 for a 3 day, which one you think I'm gonna take? So I think my average is 7 days. Of course, I have some that are more than seven. I have some 8 days, some 10 days, 11 days, 15 days. Um, I cruise out of Miami. I was in Miami for 4 days, and this ship is going to be going back and forth to Miami, Freedom of the Seas. Hello, Maryland. Yes, the shows are magical. Okay, so that tells me how far behind I am. I need to speed up. Do they have programs for loyal customers like the airlines do where you get extra perks for future travel, or the one you are on? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Um, Carnival has a next cruise desk, so if you do book a cruise, if you do book a deposit, put down a $200 deposit, meaning you're definitely going to go on another cruise or you're going to lose that $200 deposit, you will get some onboard credit just for booking it ahead of time. Could be 25, 50, $100. I think it's up to $500 in there. The smaller the cabin you're on, the lower the amount is, the bigger the cabin you're on. So of course the suites and those are the ones that are going to be $500 onboard credit. But they pretty much just give you a booking number, and then once you book your cruise later, which you have a year to book it, then you'll get that onboard credit. Let me see. Do you have programs for loyal customers? Loyal like the airlines do, where you get extra perks. Of course, you get the perks based on how many times you've cruised. So you get points for every cruise that you have been on. So like right now I'm Diamond Plus, which I kind of mentioned at the beginning. Not sure if you were here then or not, but I'll repeat it. For Diamond Plus, we get a whole bunch of perks. I don't have them all in front of me, but the ones that pertain to me is I get 5 free drinks per day anywhere on the ship. Of course, I went and got my 5 free bottles of water, and yes, they did look at me like I was crazy. Um, I get a free bag of laundry done on every sailing that is 5 or more days. So I won't get free laundry on this cruise, but after these 10 days are up, I should be going through all of my essentials, and my next cruise is a 7 day, which it's immediately after this. I don't even have a night in a hotel, and that one is a 7 day. So the very first day I'm gonna be putting in for laundry. We get other perks too, discounts on different things, 25% off spa, a whole bunch of different perks. Uh, Hi, Leroy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm very for your new life and your journey. Keep it up. I'm gonna do the best I can. I love the Lord, but need to go on Oasis. From what I've seen, and I do have Oasis booked for this year. They almost look identical, so I'm excited to go over there too because Allure is my favorite ship. What's the itinerary of the ship you're on? I'm on Freedom of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, and it continues to go back and forth between Perfect Day, Nassau, and Miami. When it's a 3 day, those are the only three stops. When it's a 4 day, they add in a day at sea. Um, Someone wants to see a tour of the common areas. Fab 540. Okay, let me uh, get up and go check those out in just a moment. Hi, Duncan. Good morning. Welcome. Um, Cabana prices are same as a whole other cruise. For real though. You should have saw my face. I'm like, ooh, everybody ain't broke. But that's those people who getting those are also not the people who get in the interior in the ocean view cabins like me. They not well, they might be cruising on casino deals, but they ain't cruising on the same budget that I'm cruising on. But everybody ain't broke. Some of these people have paid $10,000, $15,000 for these cabins. So those competitive prices are not the same as their cruise. Hey Gwen, thank you, thank you, thank you. How's it going? It is going great, amazing, better than I can. I'm gonna say like Dave Ramsey, better than I deserved, better than I expected. I love this life. This ship is beautiful from what I've seen so far. Everybody is having an amazing time. You will be pleasantly surprised. Well, maybe, depending on what you like. But I was very surprised when I saw the sail away party. I thought for a moment, am I on Carnival? What is going on here? Not exactly the same, but the vibe was there. Seemed like it felt like the whole ship was down at this sailaway party. It was not the case though. The pool took up half of the Lido deck area. There's a space in between. I'm kind of doing a spoiler alert, right? There's a space in between the two pools, and that space was packed with everyone doing the Cupid shuffle, the wobble, and I can't think of the other song. What it's called? My friend Trisha, if you're watching, thank you. She taught me how to do the steps over in Georgia in July. How does it go? Slide to the left, slide to the right, right foot, left foot, right. I don't know what it's called. But they was doing that song. But then that was it. They only did three. No, then they did one more song, Follow the Leader. But then that was it. They only did those four songs, and that was the sailaway party. So not quite like the competition, but it was a blast, a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it two more times. And yeah, like I said, it was super packed over there. So maybe it's because school is about to start, so everybody's trying to hurry up and get their vacation in. And I thought that was everybody on the ship, but then as I walked around some, nope, there were people crowded over in the kids area, people over in the solarium, the adults only area, everywhere was crowded. So this ship is packed. Still a lot of folks repeat freedom though. Yep. Um, I've already met a few people who said that they are on here for back-to-back cruises, so I can only imagine what it's going to look like during the back-to-back process. Thank you, Nate, for letting me know. Thumbs up, Fat 40, that you all can hear me. Good morning, don't do me. The music is very soft, can barely hear. Okay, good, good, good. And I'm going to get a swig of water because I'm not used to talking this much, and my voice is going to leave me if I don't drink some water. I did my research. Freedom of the Seas look like my kind of ship. What is your overall opinion? I have none yet because I've only seen not even 1% of this ship yet. I can see that people are having a blast. What I've seen so far, which is the sailaway party and the embarkation process and the Lido deck, the dining room, and uh, the ice skating show, were all 11 out of 10 stars. 11 out of 10. Um, we normally stay on the ship during dock times to go to the spa. Ah, okay. Um, Now, my new friend Raquel told me that when I come back, On the shorter cruises, of course, it's going to be less to book the private areas at Perfect Day Coco Cay because it's less days. So I'm gonna see if that is true or not. I'm gonna go check it out. But other than that, I am cruising on a budget, so I'm not planning on spending hundreds of dollars for those extra things. I will share as much as I can. If you're just getting in here and you're wondering what the heck is going on, I am on Freedom of the Seas, Royal Caribbean. It is a 3-day cruise. We are parked here at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. I was planning to give you a walking tour of the area, but the gray clouds and the rain came in and I took a few pictures and I got right back on the ship. And looked like it's trying to make a fool out of me because I don't see no more rain. But then I didn't see the rain when I was down there, so you can't really tell. But yeah, over on the left side of the screen are the gray clouds. Straight ahead and to the right is beautiful and perfect. So I think it's just trolling me. I don't know. I'll move the camera a little bit. Can you see like it's a gray cloud like right above the ship? And that's where the sprinkles are coming from. So I'm thankful and blessed that I'll be coming back here probably at least 5 or 6 times in the month of August. So I will attempt again to do a live for anyone who's interested in going to Perfect Day Coco Cay and have never been, or if you've never been on a Royal Caribbean cruise at all. Let you see what their private island looks like, and so that's where we're at right now. When I was there, they canceled the jet skis because they said the water was too choppy, but we have owned jet skis and live in Florida. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Candace. Happy cruising. Same to you. Their water park is super overpriced, aren't they all? That's why they build them, so they can get the money instead of you giving it to the Bahamas or to St. Thomas or whoever. Of course, they're super priced. Hey, Nay, you're welcome. Can you film the casino? Yep, should be nobody in there, but we can at least see what machines are in there. And I'm gonna keep saying my new friend Raquel, because she was dropping me some gems. She was telling me some strategies about getting different perks in the casino. I was not planning on playing in the casino probably until January or February cruises, but I'm going to try out some of the strategies that she told me. If and when they work, I will, of course, share them here, but I'm not going to say them in case they don't work for me because I don't want to tell you something that I don't know is true. But yeah, I'll probably play in the casino here. I'll show that in just a moment. The dock is huge. Yep, there is a trolley. I don't have my glasses on right now because I'm trying to read. I'm one of the weird people who take their glasses off to read. Oh, here's the trolley right now. There's this shuttle here, bottom right side of your screen, that will pick you up and bring you to the park, island, whatever. There's also, now that I remember, I was on with my sister. Once you get off, if you go to, point it out, if you go to this area here, after you get off the trolley, if you go to this area here, there are more trolleys that go to different places. One will take you all the way around the island in case you need to get to the beach that's on the other side and you can't walk that far. There's a trolley that goes all the way around the whole island. They'll drop you off at different places and pick you up. And then there's also shuttles, trolleys, whatever they're called, that would take you to your excursion, wherever you're supposed to be for your excursion. So that is that. Have you tried Celebrity? No, I have not tried Celebrity. I am booked on what I can get as free casino deals or highly discounted, and I don't have any of those yet. The prices vary based on the ship too, Sweet Life. I didn't know that nonsense. Shady Durags, Cha-Cha Slide. Hey, Shady Durags. I know him. No, they didn't do the Cha-Cha Slide. They did not do it. I'm mad at them. Let me go talk to the bosses. RCI Sailway parties be a vibe. Yeah, if when they have the right crew, I would say There's been a couple times it was disappointing, but when they have the right crew and when the people make the difference. If they are playing the Cupid Shuffle and 5 people go up and dance, well, of course it's not a vibe. But if we got fun people and we all get up and go and do it together, then it's a vibe. Yes. um, Shady, they also, if you're still on here, they also, I hardly ever see them do the, what's the song we like to do? Cotton Eye Joe. They don't do those on the Cellaway parties anymore. I miss those. They only do them if there is like an individual line dance class. So maybe it's played out. It ain't played out for me. I like to still try to learn it, even though I've been trying it for years and I still don't know how to do it. I still mess up on it, but yeah. So glad to catch you live. Hey, Susie, welcome. Thank you. Um, alrighty. I think that is enough for now. I am going to go and try and show you some of this. If it is Raquel's Mitchell's twin, she knows what she's talking about. I don't know her last name, the Raquel that I met. All right. Thanks for all the questions. Cotton Eye Joe is an ankle destroyer. They probably try to do the everyone can do this dance. All right, let me get up and show you what's going on around this ship. So, again, safety first. I don't walk and talk, but if you have questions, put them in there, and I'll come back to the comments in just a moment. But let's go and show you what is happening on Freedom of the Seas. For breakfast, one of my uh, issues is carbs, and I tried to stay away from carbs, but y'all, they make their grits and their oatmeal good. So I had grits, eggs, bacon, a little cheese, some watermelons, melons. This is what the breakfast buffet looks like. Uh, they've closed one side because now it's not that many. But yeah, I got no excuse not to eat healthy on this ship. So the fruits I'm doing good with. The vegetables not so much. I did eat a salad for dinner. I did have baked fish. But look, they set me up for dessert. They're in the process of moving over from breakfast to lunch. Let's see. Okay, so this looks like lunch already. Portobello mushroom sandwich. I guess that is for the veggie eaters. And fried fish, some spaghetti. I think this is some corn and sweet chili chicken. Papadum Indian crackers, naan bread, mushroom curry, fish curry, some white rice. They usually have some kind of carved beef here at this station. This station here is usually hamburgers and hot dogs, mac and cheese, chicken tenders, french fries. I'm not crazy about their mac and cheese. It has white cheddar, but that's a good thing because I don't need it anyway. This area here is where they made omelets this morning. You can get them freshly made, however you want it. Pick your own toppings. Looks like black beans, tortillas, Mexican rice. Again, this is the kind of stuff that they have down in the Perfect Day at Coco Cay on the buffet and all the toppings. They also have, I don't know if I want to call it unique, but it's definitely different than the other cruise ships that I've been on, because like they'll have things like donuts and avocado toast and baked beans. So a lot of the things that Europeans will eat for breakfast. When I say Europeans, I mean the people in the UK, because that's where I go to. What is this? Beef burger, cheeseburger, and I don't know what that is. Sauerkraut. The beverages that come with it, of course, is coffee, tea, lemonade, water. For breakfast, they usually have grits and oatmeal over here. And for lunch, they usually have soups over there. Some more fruit, potato salads, cold cuts, salad. If you have the drink package, unfortunately, they have Coke. I am Team Pepsi. So yay Carnival, even though I heard that they might be switching back to Coke. I'm not happy about that. This side here, it's only closed right now because we're at the private island. But normally at lunchtime, this and the other side of the ship are both filled with all the other stuff that you saw at the main buffet. So barbecue chicken, mac and cheese, whatever. The bar here, that's usually where I just go and get my, what do you call it? My free 5 bottle waters. And then the two specialty dining, Chops Grill is over here. And Giovanni's Italian is over here. This bar here, they serve everything, not just me with my free bottle water, but everything, breakfast, lunch, dinner, Shirley Temples. Normally they have a washy-washy person here, but because, hi. Have a great day. And they always tell you, wash your hands. Listen, the ones who was here on day one, normally they just telling you washy-washy and then let you go about your business. No. If you came out here, they said washy-washy, they saw you keep walking, they would go get in your face, hello, washy-washy. Oh my goodness. They do not want you going in there touching stuff. Alrighty, so when you say common areas, I'm not really sure what you want to see as far as common areas, but the main two areas, have I been to the atrium yet? The main areas is, I should probably go up a level, then you'll be able to see all this better. You can really see the gray clouds over here. This is the one kid that was in the pool. He had the whole pool to himself. Oh, there's some steps over here. There's a guy standing right there. That's the ice cream machine. Here you don't fix your own ice cream. There's someone, usually two people, actually handing you, making your ice cream cone for you. Vanilla, chocolate, or swirl. But yeah, like I say, you get that royal treatment. Oh, look at these little cute little chairs. I never saw these before. How adorable. All right, and now the kids area. More walking. The kids area is separated from the adult pool area by this wall here. When you come, you bring your kids and you want them to wear a life jacket because they're not really good swimmers yet and you want them to get in the pool. There's no extra charge for them to wear these swim vests. So bring your own or feel free to use those when you come. All right, so now we have this. Alrighty, there we go. So now we have this area here that's going to separate the adults from the kids. And as you can see, we have plenty of other hot tubs that are not hanging over the side of the ocean. And this is what it looks like on a port day. So not crowded at all. When you see the ship tour, you are going to see a totally different experience. You probably won't even be able to see any of the floor. It was so crowded. And they have two pools. This area here above the bar, that's a bar there and that's a bar there, is called the Lime and Coconut, and it has 2 stories to it. So part down there, part here. The part above there, you used to be able to go up there and I would always go take my selfies up there. But now they have designated that for Pinnacle and Suites. People who are Pinnacle or Suites can go up there. And I like that they've added these. I haven't been down to the pool yet. I just went for the sail away party. But I like that they added these, I don't know what they're called, but these lounge chairs. You just want to chill. But this is when I like to get in the pool. It's not too many people. I like to get in it when there's a lot of people if they're doing something at the same time. So when they have things like the belly contest, belly flop contest, or they're doing the ice carving, and I want to sit out and watch it, but it's super hot outside, I will lounge in the pool with people and watch those. But other than that, if it's just a crowded pool and we're not doing anything special, then no. But this right here, I would definitely chill right here. As a matter of fact, I still got my bathing suit on. I might do that after I get off of here. Of course, the movie screen. I believe tonight they are playing Wicked. Last night they played, I don't know, it was a different movie. What was that movie? What was that movie? I don't remember. But yeah, they got lots of lounge chairs. And then separating this pool area from another area. It's probably a really good spot to watch the movies, right? Watch the movie screen with these chairs right up along here. It's a nice chill spot. And I'm sure it's beautiful. I don't really come out at night like that, but I'm sure it's beautiful when these lights are on. These cabanas around the sides of the pool, you do have to book those in advance. And if you wait till you get on the ship, they're probably going to all be booked up already. You might be able to get one. But if you're planning on getting one of these, they call them casitas, I guess. It says Casita Cove number 6. a clue. If you want one of those, then you should book it in advance. As a matter of fact, almost all the excursions, they say sold out right now. So if you want an excursion, you need to book it before you get on the ship, I would say. And then this is the solarium, adult only. And ain't no adults. We probably got what, maybe 15, 20 people. That lady got a whole pool to herself. I ain't even mad. It's kind of deep, 5'7". It's kind of deep for a cruise ship pool. And not sure if anyone wants to see the what is that thing called? I haven't been down there yet. Do they not have hot tubs? Oh, these are where the hot tubs overlook the ocean. Duh. All right, let's take a peek. So in the adult only area, hopefully that means there are no kids in these hot tubs. There you go. And it's overlooking, like I said, the side of the ship. Putt-putt golf. Go take a peek of that. And I think that's all the common areas outside. I'm not going to go in the kids' areas because I ain't got kids. If you are looking for areas, things to do for kids, probably check out MH Family with Raquel. Her channel, she does do things with her kids on her cruises, and she is a travel agent as well, so I would say check out her channel. It's a nicer view of what you can see up here on this ship. Oh, I just love it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. If you say you come on this ship and you didn't find no chairs to lounge in, I'm gonna pop you upside your head. That is not even an issue at all. Alrighty. So, of course, all the kids are out, probably in the middle of the ocean right now. But this is what it looks like. And normally, of course it's off right now because ain't nobody on the ship. But normally, I didn't know it's the one on the other side, but it should be one on the other side too. This thing right here is spraying down water to help you keep cool. Woo! All right, so that is this. Did I miss anything up here that anybody wanted to see? I'm gonna go down to the inside common areas now. If you're just coming in, so close together, no shade. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are we always gonna find something? There are some down there that have shade. Look, some that are in shade. Some people want to get suntans. Some people want shade. Those are right there. Depending on which way the sun is facing, those could be in the shade. There are some areas with shade. Yes, you are correct. These up here do not have shade, but there are plenty of seats. And if you want to make sure you get a chair that has shade in it, what I need you to do is do like I do and book a back-to-back cruise. That way on the second leg, you'll be the first one on the ship. And you can go pick whatever seat you want. Is there no stairs over here for me to go downstairs? But yeah, I showed some areas in the shade. It's not going to be on the top deck because we're on the top deck. But when I was down in the kids area, I'll point it out again because I'm finna walk down there. I probably need to take the elevator though. I'll go this way. There are shades, not on the top deck because it's the top deck, but there are some lounge chairs I'm finna show you on both sides of the ship. Plenty of opportunities for us who don't want or don't need additional sun. I don't think I showed these other chairs before. Ooh, I get zoomed in too much. Sorry, I am type A. Very careful with everything. Methodical, so I cannot read comments while I'm walking downstairs for sure. All right, so we got the adult area. I'm gonna show you some lounge chairs in the shade, and I'm gonna show you the non-adult only area. This is the adult area. Get a closer look at the hot tub. Some bar stools over here. That's about what? Over 100 chairs in the shade on this side. Probably about the same amount on the other side. And solarium bar. Now on this side of the ship, one side is, I haven't seen anybody smoking, so I shouldn't say that out loud. I was gonna say one side is smoking and one side is non-smoking, but that's what I'm used to seeing on the ship. So, but don't quote me on that just yet because I actually haven't been down here to see that. Hi. And somebody is taking a nap. He just like bump everything. I'm doing good. I actually, if for some reason all these chairs were already taken up, that was in the shade, I just grab one of these and slide it back some. Still be in the shade. Normally when there's more people, this right here is like a little bandstand and the DJ will be there. All right, let me read some comments while I'm walking now. Alrighty, if you have just joined us and you don't know what I'm doing, oh look, they even got hot tub for the kids. I didn't notice this before. If you just joined us, I am here on Freedom of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. Um, oh, these are whirlpools for the kids. Um, if you're just joining, I'm on Freedom of the Seas, and that guy needs somebody to give some ice cream to. Everybody is off the ship, and here's another little hideaway area with some shade. We are just doing a impromptu ship tour, and a few people keep asking, has this ship been enhanced yet? And I keep saying I believe it has been. And so we're just gonna go and explore the ship. So staterooms are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some are on 11. So we're gonna go to 5, 4, 3. I think they also have, let me go to 3 while I'm on this side, and then we'll work our way up. But the spot where they have the ice skating show, a lot of people are still amused by that. Of course, I've seen it so many times. But yeah, every midnight, they do change the day. But yeah, I think because they have these type elevator keys, I think that means that it was enhanced, because as old as the ship is, it shouldn't have that. This is not me. I pressed 3. Here's a look at the promenade. This is deck 7. That's where my cabin is, on deck 7. And you can see you can get cabins on the overlooking the promenade. They're usually around the same price as what you would see for a ocean view. Now, I'm not near any windows, so I hope that the Wi-Fi doesn't cut out. But this is 3. It's pretty cool right here because we are near the ice skating rink. I'm gonna see if I can peek in there. Oh, I was saying before, where they have the ice skating shows, you can actually do ice skating. They might have it going on right now. Let's see. So I do a video on the art auction, but I said no thank you. For one, that's boring. I've gone to the art auctions. And number 2, they won't let you film in there. I mean, if they trying to sell a picture and someone buys it for, I don't know, I'm gonna make up something, someone buys it for $3,000, they don't want you coming back saying, oh, I don't want to pay $5,000 for that picture. I saw it on another video for $3,000. No, it's called an auction for a reason. But yeah, okay, so it's not open right now, but I'll come back when I'm doing my ship tour stuff and show you. A lot of people will be ice skating. I love to watch the little kids, like the little babies. They be like 2, 3 years old with their little ice skates on. I'm always nervous because I don't know how sharp that blade is, but it is ice skating. And then another thing that's funny to see. So those are the cute ones. The one that's funny to see is people like my age, and we don't know how to ice skate because we grew up in Orlando, so we don't know nothing about ice skating. And we would have those, I don't know what they call it, the little rails that you hold on to, that the kids hold on to, so you don't fall. But yeah, it's interesting to watch. I haven't ice skated since, I think I was on Mariner of the Seas or one of the smaller ships with my kids when back in the day. A dining room. It's a 3-story dining room. It's a dining room. All right, let's see. This is a chill area. People just kind of come up here and play cards and stuff. On the other side over here, normally they would have either someone playing jazz or someone playing Latin music, and there'll be a few people dancing here. since this ship comes out of Miami, so far every time I walk by, I've heard people. I heard them playing Latin music, which is expected. Playmakers. If I do splurge on something, it's gonna be from some chicken wings from Playmakers. This is their sports bar. If you are into sports, and like I said, they do serve food up here. They have, other than chicken wings, they have your normal sports bar food. So hamburgers and nachos and club sandwich, stuff like that. Looks like the bar is closed. And what a few of us want to see is a casino. I have not been in the casino yet. This will be my first time seeing it. And I probably played all of these games on other ships. Obviously, this is my first time on this ship. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear me in here. We shall see. Hello. Cashier over here. Let me go back, because if the cashier is here, then probably the host table is here. Yep. Casino host table is here. And I need these because of what my friend, in case you're interested in what kind of points you need. Can y'all see that? But yeah, I'm gonna check out her strategy. Alrighty. Is the casino open? Oh, I didn't know it was open. Let me get up out of here. Ain't nobody said nothing about me filming. I'm surprised. Duh, of course they're open. We're in international waters and we're at their private island. Duh. Well, I don't know if it's international waters. Hello. Are we technically in international waters or are we technically in the Bahamas? Do you know? Yeah, I know. That Coca is in the Bahamas though, right? Okay. All right. Oh. My bad. I'm so used to going to ports and the casino be closed. I was not thinking. Why y'all ain't tell me? Maybe you did, but I'm not reading the comments right now. I was planning on showing all the machines. There's people on the machines. I don't want to be all up in their business. They might be winning, they might be losing, they might got family that they don't want to know that they was on the machine. Oops. And this is the schooner bar. This is always going to be crowded. If you want to have some fun, okay, Miss Wanda, I'll put a picture of it later. I'm sure I have other pictures up there. But this area here, if you like karaoke, if you like just listen to live music, someone playing on the piano, if you like singing with other people, is it show tunes or whatever it's called, this spot right here is gonna be your hangout. Of course, they have the bar here, but always some kind of activity over here, and it's always fun. Did I say trivia? They always have, usually they have trivia here on some of the ships. And probably on the left, I think it's probably going to be a restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. Izumi, hibachi, and sushi. Let me see if it's, did they lock the door? Yep, the door is locked, so we can't go in there. And all right, I'm gonna sit for just a moment, read the comments. And I got one more floor of common areas if you want to see that. I'll put there next. But let me just see. Does anybody have any questions before I keep going? If you just came here, I am on Freedom of the Seas. I am doing a impromptu walking tour of the impromptu tour of walking Freedom of the Seas because perfect day at Coco Cay. It started raining when I got out the door, and I didn't want to walk in the rain, but I'll do that another time. Travel, yes, you are right. Don't let this port day fool you. Freedom is the most partying royal ship, period. Boleros and club are elbow to elbow at night. Okay, take their word for it, because I'm not staying up past 9 o'clock probably. I might if I'm in the casino. Some of the best trivia sessions take place in Schooner Bar. Yes, for sure. That's another spot. If you want to lounge and you want to be in the shade, there's also the lanai that you can walk around on the sides of the ship. And I'm pretty sure you can walk around the whole front. I just thought about that. So if we get a chance, I'll do that. They can open because of that town doesn't have competing casino. Okay. Hard to read because of the glare. I'll take a picture of it later. My favorite machine, it changes probably all the time. Right now, my favorite machine is the train machine. Anything that has a train on it, because they've been paying me good. I was liking a leprechaun with the 3 different buckets, but it ain't been liking me back. So we got an issue. Wow, did she speak? She did. She just spoke really softly. I think she just had a mind on something. I ain't gonna say she wasn't friendly. Pokey nachos for the win. I like that dessert they put in what do you call it? In Playmakers, they put an ice cream sundae with a brownie and chocolate in a helmet. They have roller skates on roller skating. Oh, okay, on Royal's Platinum class ships. I wish I was there roller skating. I think they're called gliders. Oh, okay. The thing that you hold onto an ice skating thing. Are you being recognized on the ship? So far, I'm good. But like I said, I've only been out a couple of times, and like right now, nobody's on the ship. But when I was doing the live yesterday, the people who were sitting behind me said they watched my channel. I have to see outside, so I need porthole at the very least. I don't need to see outside. I don't care what's happening out there. I think they also added non-smoking casino on that one. Oh, really? If so, I haven't seen it yet. Okay, I think we're good for now. If I missed your question, add it again. All right, I'm finna try. I love Little Caesar salad dressing. All right, let me take a swig of drink because my throat is getting dry. All right, do you want to see Promenade or you want to see Lanai? I say Lanai because I see it right out this window. Let me put this stuff in this bag. Miss Wanda, you get all the prizes today. I'm so busy trying to show y'all the common areas, quote unquote. I have not gone to the helipad yet. That's where I'm finna go right now. Let's go right now. Am I at the right part of the ship? I think so. I'm on 4. I think it's on 5. If they didn't close it off, it should be open because the ship ain't moving, so. The theater. I'm not going in the theater. Open up door. I think this is where the smoking area is. One of the smoking areas. Not this side, the other side. But yeah, I don't like their seats don't lay all the way back. These don't recline, but they are lounging chairs. So actually I did sit out here a little bit on the first day after I went to, what's that thing called? Muster station. After I went to the muster station, I did sit out here for about 30 minutes. Let's go see the observation deck. Now I'm confused because this ship has been sitting out here for at least a couple hours. And I'm like, are they staggering the time? Are they not going to come and dock until afternoon? Look at these stairs. Lord Jesus. That I'm aware of, only 2 ships can dock here. I've never seen more than 2 dock at the same time. But I think we're here from 8 to 5, so I have no idea why that other ship is sitting out there. All right, so that was deck 4. This is deck 5. All right, we will see this observation deck for anyone who hasn't been on a Royal Caribbean ship yet. And you keep hearing me talk about it. This is what I'm talking about, where I do my Queen of the World. I can't do that on Carnival ships. I'm just saying. All right, here go the evidence. If you're coming and you're like, she just didn't want to walk around that private island today. Here go my evidence. Look at these gray clouds. Look at them. They trolling me. They like, nope. When you got off the ship, it rained. We put down some water, and then when you got back on, it stopped raining. And as soon as you get off again, we gonna rain again. That's what I feel like it's saying. All right. If you don't have a balcony room and you want a nice place to sit outside and eat your breakfast, this is my favorite spot. There's hardly anybody up here. It's not as hot as it is right now. Right there is where the people who are steering the ship at. If we go back up, which I'm not going to do that right now, but if we go back up to the solarium and go out the side door, you'll see that there's a spot behind there. Normally, I don't know if it's on this ship or not, but there's a spot behind it where you can actually see the people steering the ship. And then up here are our suites. I ain't about that life. And then normally this part here is an outside area for the crew. I've peeked over a few times and seen them just chilling out there, just reading, working out, whatever the case may be. Yep, and this is one of the few ships where you can go to the very front of the ship. All right, we will be going on Royal Adventure of the Seas Star Trek cruise. Oh, that sounds like fun. I'm not a Trekkie, but if I was one, I would try to go on one. My kids are, I think I have the best kids in the world. Does everybody say that? But they used to love going to, when they were teenagers. They probably still do, but they're adults now. So I don't know what they'd be doing with their life, but they used to go to like Comic-Con and stuff like that, and they used to dress up. And as a proud mom, I used to love seeing them dress up and in their little costumes, or get so excited about all the different characters and things like that. So I understand the sentiments of someone being a Trekkie. The helipad is great, chill, quiet spot. Someone's on Radiance for Thanksgiving. Whoop whoop. I would have ran back to the ship too. Oh, thank you, Miss Leonia. $20 for play for me. All right. If they seemed like they were pretty chill, I'm gonna even see if I can record me playing $20 just for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Woo! I feel like somebody pulled the sun like 100 miles closer to the earth. And I don't need no suntan. I can hardly breathe out here, it's so hot. All right, clouds, you trolling me. You could at least gave me some shade. All right, let's go check out the last little common area, which is actually this deck here, 5. careful with these steps. It's also good to sit out here when the ship is first taken off, but I never come out here because I'm usually, I think only one time I didn't go to a sail away party, but I'm usually at a sail away party, but I'm sure it's probably a lot of people out here because that's a good spot to come out and watch, be at the front of the ship when it's first sailing. So the next area, if this door is open, it's gonna be deck 5. If this is set up like the other ships, it will be these, I want to say Star Lounge. Is the balloon up? I see the balloon. Oh no, it's not up. Is the lounge, and in this lounge they have game shows. So they will have Family Feud, where you can get on teams. They will have Deal or No Deal. They will have other games that I can't think of the name of them. And all right, the way it's set up, the lounge is probably there, and that's probably the library. Let's check out the library. It is the library. All right. They even have a business center so you can print stuff here. Now, it's not free to get on the internet. You still have to have internet to get on these computers and use the internet. But if you do need to print something, like occasionally I might need to print out my next luggage tag. Quite a few people come in here and play card games. And this is a really good spot when you first get on the ship and you don't have your room key yet. That's a good spot to come in and chill. I'm not one of the people who like to go to the Windjammer or the buffet, grab food, finish lunch, and then keep sitting around because everybody's trying to get lunch. So I try and go find somewhere else to sit. That's a good spot to sit. This is the lounge I was talking about. Sometimes they also have the art auction in here. They did have something called, someone said something about cigars. They did have something on the itinerary about cigars. Library and card room. Trying to remember where they said it was. Okay, but this is the main area, the promenade, the main gathering spot. If you're just coming in, we are on Freedom of the Seas. I'm doing a live ship tour. Does that mean I don't have to do another ship tour later? You already got this? No, I want to show you all the activities that they have on the ship. So, some kind of store. So yeah, I'm just doing an impromptu walkthrough of Freedom of the Seas. This is the front of the ship. You can see, I have had one of those before. It was pretty cool, except for the person who was on the other side of my cabin. They was laying with their curves open with their butt to the screen. It was not attractive. And every time I looked out my window, I would see their butt. But anyway, so whereas I'm always going to be comparing Carnival to Royal because that's the two ships I'm on. So on the competition, they have one little pizza spot where you grab your pizza and you go sit in the buffet. They have Sorrento's on Royal Caribbean, and you just get your pizza and chill here. Of course, they have shops they want you to buy. Sometimes the stuff is overpriced, but sometimes it's actually been pretty comparable. It ain't Walmart prices, but oh, they have Sugar Beach here too. So you can get scoop ice cream. It's not time for ice cream yet. I guess because we're at port, they don't want to sell stuff. They want you to buy everything out on the island. Plus, there's not enough people on here to probably even staff that. Um, Port and shopping. Okay, someone said that there is a non-smoking casino and they have officially been proven right. This looks like my first view of the non-smoking casino. How cool is that? I've never seen the casino. I've seen another ship. It's a lure that has a separate non-smoking casino, and it's on a different floor. It's actually down on 3 by the ice skating thing. I've never seen a casino on the promenade yet. My first time seeing that. So thank you, whoever said that. You were correct. Let's see what we got here. Cigars under the stars. Is that what it's called? I remember seeing something called cigars. I just don't remember where it was at. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool for people who smoke cigars. But so this is the part right here that I don't like. So I be playing the casino. I ain't played on this one yet, but I'm probably gonna play. If you missed it earlier, my new friend Miss Raquel and her husband Andrew told me some strategies about getting some more casino deals and getting better casino deals. So I'm gonna try this strategy out, and if it works, I'm gonna share it with y'all later. But it's the problem. I be playing the casino, and sometimes, especially if I'm winning, it might be an hour or two that go by, and I forgot to go to dinner. So I'm gonna try and go up here and get some pizza, and then I'm gonna try and go back to my machine, and they be like, "Nah, sis, you can't be eating in here." They always catch me, and I always still try to get away with it. Some kind of pub. What's the name of this one? Bull and Bear. They have a different name on every. I don't know about every ship, but I've been on it before, and it wasn't called Bulls and Bears. But if you like the pub type atmosphere, that's what this is. The promenade too. Another thing that they do here on the promenade is they will have dance classes. I don't know if they have it on this ship. I didn't look for it yet. But they will have like salsa classes, and if it's raining outside for the sail away, they'll bring it inside, and you can see this catwalk. Someone will be standing up there and showing you the dance moves and stuff like that. Also, when they do the Veterans Appreciation, the person who's singing the song will stand up there and sing. Logo and souvenir shop. Regalia jewelries. So basically it's just a bunch of shops and stuff. But yeah, you can see it's a lot of room over here for dancing and stretching out and stuff. This one doesn't have it, but there's usually also a spot, like a bandstand area for a band to sit and play music. They probably just make a spot for it. And this is the Cafe Promenade Victoria's Secret. Oh, this is Solera. They sell all kinds of name brand stuff. I actually bought some of my perfume out of here. It was not bad at all. The set of miniatures, I think they were $59 for like 7 of them. It was pretty cool. Of course, I didn't like all of them, but it was there. So Cafe Promenade. If you've never been on a Royal Caribbean ship before, you can get a light breakfast here, like a English muffin sandwich. And you can see some of the snacks I'll show you. These are all complimentary. Hello. I'm going to resist the temptation to get some cookies, even though they look really good. This is my favorite dessert on Royal Caribbean ships, the chocolate bar. That looks yummy. Everything looks yummy. Hi. Coffee. They also have premium coffees that you can buy, which is why there's a register there. shore excursions. Of course, they are all out on the shore right now, helping with the excursions, the market. This is the spot I was talking about, the next cruise. I was talking about this earlier. If you go in here and you book your next cruise, then you will get a um um what's wrong with my brain? You'll get onboard credit up to $500. And it tells you, you won't be able to see it here, but probably too blurry. But it tells you the amount for each based on which size cabin you get. Also, if you want to know something about certain ships, they are really good at answering questions about them. And they have brochures for all the ships. And I'm trying to find, in the back of my head, I was thinking, who's the godmother of this ship? They usually have a post for the godmother of the ship. And my favorite is Allure, and I know that that is Fiona from Shrek. Guest services. This is where they also they have a daily TV show telling you what's happening, what's going to happen for the rest of the cruise. They'll stand there and film that. Hello. Do you have a portrait of the godmother for this ship?
The godmother.
Who's the godmother? Do you know the godmother? I caught them off guard. They don't even know who the godmother is. What? They're like, we missed that part in training. We were sleeping. There's always an ATM up by guest services, and of course, they're gonna have one in the casino. Security guide. All right, I think that is it. On 4? Thank you. On deck 4 in front of Boleros. It ain't that serious. I was just curious. That looks like a really good spot to stand and take a photo with the promenade in the background. Alrighty, and another little bar over here. All right, that is about it. I'm gonna check the comments and see if there's any questions. I ain't doing nothing, so if you want to hang around and ask me any questions or want me to show you something else on this ship, I can use the steps. I tell myself I'm gonna do that Jillian DVD that my son told me about. I downloaded it on my tablet. Unfortunately, I can only, well, it doesn't really matter because I can only do one at a time, but I can only download one video at a time. And I've downloaded the first one, but I keep saying if I get my steps in, I gotta skip that day because I'm old. I can't be doing exercises and doing steps. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So right now I'm already at 5,000 steps. So this is my excuse for not working. So if you have any questions, now's the time before I get off of here. Hi Killer Queen, what camera and mic are you using to film? Thank you and have a great time. Thank you. I am using my Samsung Galaxy S23 phone, and it is on a gimbal because I used to do lives and I would shake. Hopefully it's not shaking as much as it used to. And I'm not using an external mic, so if you can't hear me good, let me know, and I need to change my setup again. But it's on a DJI Mobile 7, so I don't shake as much. So that's what I'm using right now. I also have, I put this in a video, but since you asked the question, I'll throw something else out there. This is going to be in my video where I tell you what I updated in my luggage. So those who are on the live are also going to get a sneak peek at this. I was planning to use these when I go out. This is my, pull this out if I don't break it. All right, this is the tripod I've always had. I even broke it one time, and I was in Orlando, Port Canaveral, and I ordered another one from Amazon, and I had it sent to the Holiday Inn right in front of the port. And I got off the ship because I was doing a back-to-back Carnival of Freedom. I think I was on. I got off the ship and I went and picked up my replacement. So this is the replacement. So that's how living on cruise ships, how I get Amazon packages. I rig stuff up. But this is my main camera of what I will be using for filming on the ship. I had a GoPro and it was good for a while, but the quality started going bad. And in my classes that I've been taking, I have learned that DJI products are a little bit better upgrade. And so I donated my GoPro, and now I use this DJI Action 5. Just about all of my electronic equipment is DJI now. So what my phone is on right now is a DJI Mobile 7, and this camera here is a DJI Action 5. And then this is what I plan to use when I am vlogging, walking around ports. So it's not as big and obvious as this. I can actually take this standoff and this extra battery and just have this. So if I'm on a excursion or I'm walking around a port and I don't want to like be in people's faces, or even if I'm on the ship, instead of using this one, I can use this. But this is much lighter, much smaller, and um, I use that also. So that's why I have these two with me. I was planning to take this one because it's on the tripod, so it goes up to 6 feet. I can stand away and put the speaker on, not speaker, microphone on. And I was going to do my intro to Welcome to Freedom of the Seas video. But I already had another idea. So that's why I have this camera here with me. I was going to use this for that. And while I was doing the live vlog of um, Perfect Day at Coco Cay, I was gonna have my phone in one hand and just walk around with this in my other hand and take some B-roll. So when I do I'm planning to do a video on Perfect ever make it out to Carnival Celebration Key, Perfect Day versus Celebration Key. So I was gonna get some B-roll on that. So that is what I'm using. All of my equipment right now is all my main equipment is DJI. I have some other equipment. A friend of mine in the Retirement Travel Jumpstart group gave me a laptop camera that he was no longer using. I haven't used it yet, but sometimes when I'm doing a talking head video where I'm just sitting in the cabin making a video, I plan to use that and a few other things, but I'll save that for later. Thanks for the question. I was thinking of doing a B2B cruise. Hi, Tiffany. Which cruise line has the best process for this, or are they about the same? I've only done it on Carnival and Royal Caribbean, and they are about the same. And this lady is so I can hardly hear myself think. And she was here first, so I'm gonna go find me somewhere else to sit. But she keeps getting louder and louder. I ain't mad at her. I just can't hear myself think. So where's that library when you need it? I think it's up a flight, but it's back at the other side of the ship. I'm at the back now. Let me see what other question you have before I move on to the next one. If I missed your question, you might want to post it again. I didn't see her yet, but someone says happy Saturday to Sig. Hey, Miss Cheryl, welcome. I am about to leave my water bottle. If you're just getting here, I am on Freedom of the Seas and just doing an impromptu ship tour. I already got my steps in, so if you want to see the actual ship tour, then you're gonna have to rewind. Actually, wait, am I at the back of the ship or the front? I'm at the back, and I'm on 5. I'm gonna go in my cabin. That way y'all can get, since you came, you can get a sneak peek at my cabin, and I can go find me a quiet spot, whether in the cabin or on the balcony. And I don't think I'm gonna make that elevator. Dang it. So you can get a peek at what a balcony cabin looks like on Freedom of the Seas. Where's my key? And I can get some quiet time. Find my key. Hello. 7 is already pressed. Hi. Are we there? Okay. The camera went out when I was in the elevator. Sorry about that. All right, but this is my balcony cabin with all my junk. I'm still here. Hey. Alrighty. So let's maybe go out on the balcony and then get some fresh air. Um, and one thing I noticed, I don't know if it's true on all these ships, but Royal Caribbean has Fox News and Carnival has CNN. We ain't supposed to be political on these cruise ships that I know of, but look, see how the rain trolling me? Anyway, so it is a little bit humid. Oh, somebody's getting off the trolley with a wheelchair scooter. I didn't know you could bring a scooter on those. I just learned something new. Did y'all know that? Yeah, it is. Here it's 1:14, so quite a few people have already enjoyed their time on the ships. I mean, in the port, and are coming back. Uh, and are coming back from their cruise. All right, so I am here in my cabin on Freedom of the Seas. If you didn't know, if you didn't catch the live yesterday, I'm on Freedom of the Seas. I will be on Royal Caribbean ships all the month of August. All of the ships, all the cruises are free cruises. Some of them are back to back. I'm on this Freedom of the Seas for 3 back-to-back cruises till August 11th. Then I'm on a different Royal Caribbean ship for 2 back-to-back cruises. I think they're both 7 days or 6 or 5. I don't know. I just know I get free laundry on them. And then I fly over to Star of the Seas over in Orlando. And, well, I don't know if I fly. Do I fly or take a train? I don't remember. And then from Star, I go over to Galveston and get on another Royal Caribbean ship. And then I go back to Georgia and collect my family and take some of them. Don't do me. You know that you could use a scooter at that port. Yeah, I knew you could use a scooter. Yeah, I just didn't know that you could use it on that trolley, that shuttle. And then I take my family on a Royal Caribbean cruise with me. I don't think I'll be vlogging for that. I don't know. But if they want to, it's a ship that I was already on before, so I already have a video on that, so no big deal. But anyway, so yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm on Freedom of the Seas. We are parked at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and it is overcast outside. If you want to see more about what we already talked about, just hit the rewind button, and you'll see that I did a impromptu ship tour from the front to the back, back to the front, and showed you what this ship looks like. Rain troll. Show you what this ship looks like when it is in port. Not very much going on. The part I didn't show was the spa and the fitness center, but I got enough steps in, so I'm good right now. I'll show that later, of course, in the ship tour. But yeah, so now I'm just hanging out on my balcony in my cabin. I showed my cabin. It's pretty nice. I'll show it again from this other angle. And I'm gonna be in here for 3. I don't got my glasses on, so hopefully this gives you a good view of what it looks like. I'll be on in this cabin, the same cabin, for 3 back-to-back cruises on this ship. So now I'm just answering any questions anybody may have. Da, 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 da. You're welcome, Michelle. Thank you for so much sharing. I've never cruised and appreciate watching your experiences. Well, now you get the real deal. Now you can see, not just someone walking around saying XYZ. You can actually see what's happening on these ships. Yep, sorry it froze. Thanks, Miss Keisha. Yep, hold tight for the reconnection. Yep, I was on the elevator, and elevators and going live on YouTube don't go well together. Do you share your casino travel agent name? Does she take referrals? Grandma Lady Sims. I don't know if you know my personality, but I don't like when people ask me questions where they assume stuff. I ain't never said that I had a travel agent. And I definitely never said I had a casino travel agent. I don't. So that question is irrelevant. So no, I don't have a casino travel agent. I don't even think I've ever heard of a casino travel agent, but I book all my cruises myself, and I try and share how I do it, what I'm doing, and be as transparent as I can without giving out too much personal info. So yeah, sorry. For Royal, I do everything myself. For Carnival, I do have a PVP. I can, and I used to do everything myself there too. But then when I started booking some casino deals where I was doing like 5, 6, 7 cruises at a time. On one, I have 14 cruises at a time, and I tried to stay in the same cabin. Then I got a PVP then, and now he books them for me, but he doesn't work on the weekend. So if there's a deal that comes up and it's the weekend and I want to jump on it before it goes away, I book it myself still. And then he calls me on Monday, why you book that? Because they do get commission just like a regular travel agent. But yeah, that's what I do. Which cruise line has the best process for, we talked about B2B. They're pretty much the same. Hello from Lake Connor, Washington. The ad lib vlog, you're welcome. Yeah, that way if you are retired and home, you can just throw it on the TV and look up occasionally when you want to, or just listen and do whatever else you're doing. I donated my GoPro too. Oh, hey Cheryl, there you are, and plan to get the Action 5 too. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with GoPro. I didn't know that DJI was such a superior product before I went to GoPro. Obviously, I would have just did that from the get-go. But I am seeing, and I do need to do a photo shoot with some different poses for the thumbnails, but I am seeing a much better quality. Just checking to see if there's any questions. Are you still getting just as many offers now that you are not gambling as often and as much? Yes and no. Yes and no. With Carnival, I really didn't gamble. I really didn't play in the casino except for that very first cruise. And then, I don't know if y'all can tell, but the rain is starting to sound heavier now. I don't know if it shows on the camera or not. But then after that, I would occasionally play $100 here, $200, $100 per cruise here and there. Not anything to write home about or make a video about. Most times I either came out even or left a little bit ahead. Sometimes I left with nothing. But no, I really haven't gotten any deals from those. I probably, because I normally don't get that many points because I'm not playing for points, so I'm not putting that much money in. But since then, I probably got mostly deeply discounted cruises with Carnival. I think I've probably gotten 5 or 6 over the year since my first initial, 5 or 6 free ones since my first initial, however many free cruises I got. Was it from them that I got? So I do still have some more free cruises coming up with Carnival for some recent ones that they gave me. But now I am starting to see my deals from Carnival slow down. And I'm not mad at that because I do have some more cruises coming up with Carnival. So if I want to up it again, then I know what to do, and I don't know how many points I need to get, but I know that I need to go and play some more and get some more points. With Royal, my deal started going down towards the end of the year, and I noticed that I was short of a few points of being prime. So in February, I jumped on a Royal Caribbean cruise at the last minute. I booked it like a month beforehand. That's last minute for me. Um, and I did go play in the casino there, and I made an investment. It was more than what I would normally play, and I did put that in the membership page, how much I played, what I got out of it, which was a junior suite. So I got that many points. But yeah, I explained all of that on a video in the membership page. And is anybody on Oasis and they're thinking I'm creeping on them? I don't see nobody on their balconies. I think we good. Probably because it's so muggy out here because of the rain, or they probably going to lunch. But yeah, so after I played in that casino in February on Royal Caribbean, I was really happy with that investment because I immediately got like, first I got a junior suite cruise, 7 day, and then I got like 8 or 9 more cruises. And since then, the offers from Royal Caribbean have been coming in, if not weekly, 2 or 3 a week. And most of my cruises now for next year are on Royal Caribbean. And unlike Carnival, where I got some deeply discounted ones, the ones from Royal are all free. So yeah, if I don't continue to play, I'm learning. I learned over the year. If I don't continue to play, the offers do go down. But I'm good right now. I have enough offers where I can keep cruising to. I think my last cruise is in October that I have booked, October 2026, and I only have a few slots open in 20. Everything in 2025 is booked. I have a few slots open in 2026 where I want to fill in some cruises. So yeah, I hope I'm not rambling. Um, all right, no shake. The stabilization is great. Okay, good. Camera was perfect. Can hear perfectly. Um, Sorry, I don't know where I left off. If you've ever vlogged with YouTube, they need to make this way better than what it is. Yep, still live, almost 2 hours now. If you've been on here from the beginning, yay. I guess you're not doing anything, me neither. I got some things I need to be doing, but the godmother of freedom is Catherine Louise Calder. I don't know who that is. I like when it's a fun person that I know who it is. I think Star of the Seas. I don't really know her music, and I should because I'm a black female and I'm older. But I think Diana Ross is gonna be, if I'm remembering correctly, Diana Ross is gonna be the godmother of Star of the Seas, and I think she's gonna be on the inaugural cruise, if I'm saying it right. The cruise I'm gonna be on is not the inaugural cruise. It's gonna be one of them. Hey, we finished getting the ship early. We're gonna offer out some 3 or 4 day cruises for you all who, I don't know if it's system or people that they know are doing vlogs on them or whatever, but yeah, we're gonna let y'all jump on and kind of get out some of the nooks and crannies before the real people get on. Yeah, that chocolate bar. Let me stop talking about it before I end up going and get one. I'm not on a diet, but I am trying to watch what I'm eating. So Mariner is the perfect size to fit New Orleans. I love Mariner. It's one of my favorite ships. One of my favorite ships. I think I did a vlog, 5 days of my life on Mariner, and I think that's where I met Miss Wanda and Miss Carol. Yeah, I love. Newlywed Game is one of the games that's in that lounge, in the Star Lounge. No, Newlywed Game. No, that's too big for the Star Lounge. My bad. Newlywed Game is over in the theater. That's too big for the lounge. All right, I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes because I actually am starting to get hungry and I need to go eat some lunch or I'm gonna overeat at dinner. So if you have any questions, throw them out there real quick and then I'm gonna let you go. What is my favorite ship so far? My favorite overall of all ships that I've ever been on. I so badly want to say Sun Princess, but I can't because I had such a bad experience. My favorite ship, if they say you can only go on one ship and you can live on that ship for the rest of your life until you die, I'm definitely picking Allure of the Seas. That's my jam. I love everything about that ship. Um, how do I get started? I guess I have to purchase my cruise and gamble on it. Should I do Royal Caribbean first? That is such a loaded question. First, I don't like telling people what to do because I don't like people telling me what to do. If I was going to suggest, if you were my sister and I was going to suggest something like that, I would say it's not required that you do that. There's other ways of doing it. So you might want to check out some other channels. For instance, I know people who have gotten free cruises because they already play in land casinos and there might be a partnership between Royal Caribbean and Harris or Carnivals and Caesars or one of those other big cruise lines and another big casino place. So if you're already doing it, I would check into that and I would start by just doing some searches. If not, and you don't do casino deals, I would go look at I have a video here, how do I book cheap cruises, where I showed you can book cruises at $65 a day as a solo person. Even paying double occupancy, it would be like $30 a day or $32 a day, and then you would pay double, so it'd be $65 a day. And you just book those cruises and find maybe a 3-day cruise, something that doesn't cost much. And yes, if you're going to do casino deals, once you're on there, you would go in the casino. I can't tell you to play, but that's the way that I am doing this. I played my first time, first cruise deals that I got, I played $100 a day, planned to play $100 a day on Carnival, only ended up spending $200 or $300 and then won enough to put that back in my pocket and left where I was up ahead. I can't tell you how many. And then I started getting deals from Royal Caribbean. Again, wasn't planning, got on the ship, played $100 a day. By the end of the cruise, I learned that you can get free cruises. I ended up playing $800 on that cruise and got a whole bunch of free cruises. From Carnival, I got 40 free cruises from that one cruise. For Royal, I got 14 free cruises from that one cruise. And I can't tell you if it's going to take $20 or $20,000. I don't know how much it's going to take, depending on which ship you're on. Yes, Miss Wanda, PVP with Carnival is personal vacation planner with Carnival, and they are no charge to you. But yeah, it's and that's why I don't try and teach a class, because there's no specific formula and I don't want to teach somebody the wrong way. I can just tell you what I did and how it works. And there are other people who will tell you that they got casino deals and they are cruising and they've never paid full price for a cruise and they had a totally different story. So, yep, that's what I can tell you. Does your status allow you the option to do muster drill inside or outside? No. I don't care who you are, your muster drill needs to be done the same way as everybody else that I know of. I think there's some other ships. As a matter of fact, I remember Miss Cheryl, Sig the Solo Cruiser. I don't remember if it was her muster drill, but I know she did some other fancy stuff where she was on one of her cruises and they took her directly on the embarkation to whole different process than what I've ever seen. But that was a different experience. So go check out her channel and go see the other options you have. Miss Cheryl, if you happen to still be on here and you know what I'm talking about, you won't be able to put a link, but you can tell them the name of the video. Oh, that rain is really coming down now. You can say the name of the video and the program where you had that experience where they brought you on the ship and you got to wait in a lounge or something while they set you up. I don't remember all the details of it. You know it better than I. If she's not on here, she doesn't put that as a comment, then just go check out her channel. It's one of her most recent videos. So when you get all the free cruises, how do you line them up? I'm old school. I have a notebook spiral notebook, and I write them down in my notebook, and then I go and put them in Excel, and then I'll make a note when I get another offer, I'll make a note. Okay, I got 2 weeks available in February, or I got the first week of March available, or I got the whole month of May available, whatever the case may be. So when I go look in, I'll go and see what the offers are for, what the dates are for, what ships I'm already on. Can I add it to what I'm already on to do back to back to back to back to back? And then I just call them and book it, or get online and book it. Yeah, so nothing fancy for me. Miss Keisha, working and listening. That's how you do it. Hello, Bobette. Is that a miss? I'm thinking it's a miss. Maybe it's a mister. Thank you for joining P2P Legends. Welcome to the membership page. I actually have a couple of videos I have ready to post on the membership page. I made them over the past weekend. I'll be adding those on. Not sure when. Oh my gosh, that rain is really coming down. Are people getting soaked down there? Let me put my glasses on. Oh, they just walking like it ain't even raining. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't stay out there. I told y'all them clouds was trolling me. Looks like I'm not the only one. So keep that in mind. If you go on a cruise, just because it says perfect day at Coco Cay or whatever island you're going to, do not let that mess up your whole cruise. If it rains the whole weekend is it weekend? Yeah, I think we're in the weekend. Don't be like, oh, I wasted $1,000 or $2,000. No, that's just a part. It just comes with the territory. Still enjoy yourself. Make do of whatever situation that you're in. Try and have the best fun that you can. But yeah, there's a possibility you might go on a cruise ship and go to an island or some kind of port, and it may rain. It may be even worse than this. Or just sell everything and live on cruise ship so you know you're going back to that port later on. I always bring a rain poncho and an umbrella. I always bring them, but I never actually use the poncho. I still got ponchos in my backpack. I never used before. And I have my rain jacket. Rain is an opportunity. Hey, Miss Lynn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think we met on, I want to say Carnival Magic. Yes, rain is an opportunity to try other things. Just checking to see if there's any questions. Oh yeah, I always forget to say that. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell too. I think that's the MSC Yacht Club experience that you're talking about. Yep, MSC Yacht Club. Yep, check out her channel. Check out that video. Oh my gosh. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I need to go. That might be a sign from God to get my butt off of here and go eat. All right, I'm gonna give it one more minute. If there's no pressing questions, we're gonna bid adieu and I'm gonna let y'all get back to work. And I probably need to go edit some videos on the membership page. That's what I need to do. I got the videos already recorded and ready to go. Nana on the Run says, just got first free cruise using my MGM comp deal. Just filled out the form on the Princess website. Boom, bam, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there. Leaving for Alaska in September. Wow, congratulations. Yay. I love it. I love it. Allure's going to Barcelona. Awesome. Anything blank of the seas is royal. Yes. Well, now somebody say Walmart of the seas. That's not royal. But if the ship's legal name says of the seas, yes. Simone Biles is the godmother of Celebrity Beyond. That is interesting. Yes, I like it when it's somebody like that. Somebody we know of. I don't know this person. I mean, she might be famous, but I don't know this person who they said is the godmother of this ship. Alrighty. You wish I had a meetup in Atlanta? Yeah, I wish I did too, but is that thunder? Or did they move? They didn't move a gangway because neither gangways are up. They're still down. That might have been thunder. Um, yeah, I was at the mercy of my family and my appointments and some celebrations we were doing. 4th of July fireworks were amazing, and my grandson's birthday, and just so much stuff was going on. I was not able to do it. Um, Thunder at Coco Cay. Today is unperfect day at Coco Cay. No, it's still perfect. It's still better than being at work. It's still better than being home. Oh, they got the baby covered up. Everybody done broke out their towels. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get off of here now and go get me some grub. The Lido deck's gonna be crowded now. Everybody's gonna get back on the ship and go eat. So everybody's getting back on Oasis. Also, Oasis of the Seas. I'll be on you later this year. I love how they have the track on the Lanai area. All right, it's probably gonna be a while before I go live, so I want to thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate you. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next cruise.